get into. Open the inbox, and there's a pile of new things to respond to. Open the calendar, and there's just no space. And we daren't even check our voicemail. Thanks, Gordon. The influential technology commentator Clay Shirky says that the main problem we face is not actually information overload, but filter failure. He argues that we have always had the challenge of dealing with lots and lots of information. But in the past, we have designed ways of curating and filtering alongside the growth of the data so that it felt manageable. The problem now is that co-evolution of information growth and filter building has collapsed, and the lack of investment into dams means the information is drowning us all. Given that investing in our minds provides us with inner defenses in a world with few outer ones, it is no wonder that more and more people are turning to mindfulness. The amount of things we have to deal with in modern life and the rise of mindfulness are two sides of the same coin. All the challenges of outside make us feel the need to turn inside. Unless we build up our inner resources to deal with a world out there which feels faster and faster, then here on the inside, at best we'll be stressed out, and at worst we'll burn out. The desire to perfect our outer lives has been one of the main stories of the last 50 years. As a society and an economy, we now live in a world that places a lot of value both on the acquisition of material objects as well as on a magazine cover body. These things are not intrinsically bad things to aspire to. But what happens when you actually get the car, the house, the fame, and the abs? For all of its flaws, one of the good things about celebrity culture is that it signals loud and clear that having it all on the outside is not enough. Even if we perfect our outer life, unless we develop our inner life, it's only ever going to be a cake half-baked. Having a strong inner life means we have built up qualities such as kindness to ourselves, and have reliable access to calm, concentration, and joy. We are able to deal with things when times are tough. We typically spend a lot of time and energy working on our outer lives, but once we begin investing in the inside, we start to realize that having these less visible resources reduces some of the reliance on just getting more stuff to make us happy. Then if we do still end up wanting the car and the partner and the status and the phone, we would at least do it with lightness. So if a key trend of the last 50 years has been how as a society we have become fixated on upgrading our outer lives, then a key trend of the next 50 must be doing the same to our inner lives. The alternative is that as our outer technologies continue to explode, our own personal ability to deal with that change will not stay in step. That's where mindfulness comes in. By training in mindfulness, we give ourselves a chance of moving towards a Moore's law for the mind. While we might not be able to double our brain power every 18 months, if we practice regularly, we will see marked improvements in how we cope with the travails of modern life. And that starts with dealing with stress and learning how to relax. Imagine a life without any stress. Isn't it attractive? We'd float through our days with no worries or concerns. Our family and colleagues would behave in accordance with our wishes. Our relationships would be without friction, and whenever we boarded a train, we'd get a seat every time. On the outside, there'd be no negativity in the news to work ourselves up about, and on the inside, we wouldn't give ourselves too much of a hard time. Spoiler alert, it's never going to happen. If life without stress sounds utterly fantastic, then there's the clue right there. It is a fantasy. Stress is just a part of life. It is simply part of the package that starts with birth and ends with the other thing. We have bodies that fail every now and then, and at some point give up entirely. We have minds with their thoughts, moods, and feelings, granting us experiences that range from the glorious to the truly difficult, and everything in between. And if dealing with ourselves wasn't challenging enough, then there are other people.